Good morning, Sagittarius. All is well. I kind of really just focused on my morning routine this morning. I felt like there was no rush, and that could be this watery energy, Sag, because the moon is in Scorpio, which usually has a different effect on me, but because you could be having intense feelings, or it could be slowing you down. I don't really know. Scorpio is ambitious, but, a Scorpio moon, I don't know if y'all know any Scorpio moon people, but very intense in the feelings area. For sure. And we are approaching a full moon in Capricorn. So I will be doing a reading for the full moon and doing some things on the podcast today because the full moon falls on the solstice, which it makes for a very magical day. Indeed. So this is the daily energies, Sagittarius. My name is Heidi, and I am your guide on this journey. There's always an extended for the situations unfolding here in the daily. And these are just messages that you're meant to have today. They may or may not be affecting your life at current, or they may be unfolding for you. So, it's important to keep that in mind and not to look for it to fit, because I see a lot of people say certain things have already happened. I guess that's possible. But even if it's already happened, there's a reason you're seeing it. And keep that in mind. I've already seen 11/11 today. So, I feel as Sagittarians, we do have a sense that changes are coming in. So anyways, yeah, if you're looking for personals, check out the link in the description. I may do a special next week. I forgot about it, honestly. So, and thanks to all of you for sticking with me. I appreciate y'all. So let's get into it, and let's start with what is inspiring you today. Let's switch it up, Sag. So Keepers of the Earth is here. You are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand behind you. I feel like the universe is actually, and your guides, encouraging you to take a risk or a leap into something different. And there may be for you some fear attached to that, and maybe even feeling as if you're alone. But you're not, because you're never alone. Never alone, Sag. You have support here. And what's interesting is the moon. So we're seeing the full moon twice. Oh, okay. Third chakra, here I am. And what you need to know actually, and I don't know, is this a strawberry moon? Because this is pink here, y'all. Someone will let me know. We have 2 full moons, okay? And they're both in Capricorn. So it's kind of telling you that any leap that you take is going to work out and that it is supported. Amen, amen, right? So the focus, and I don't know if the universe wants you to focus on this, or you're overly focused on maybe seeing a lot of signs and wanting to see signs about the future, because there is some bigger picture energy here, and so I do feel like owl is a big sign for wisdom, for new beginnings, so definitely look out for owls, but I also feel like the owl may be telling you about the wisdom of foresight. And so, you know, kind of seeing above it to see the big picture. Yeah, and maybe that means that things coming into your existence, yeah, it's kind of like, I feel like what they're telling you is that obstacles are not obstacles. Like, it's something bigger than that. It's showing you something bigger about the future. So maybe there's obstacles showing up in your path now, you know, to clear something out for the future. So make sure that you take the deeper look, Sag. Because owls can see in the dark. Right? Right. So the energy guiding you today is empowerment, meaning you're showing up. You are showing up, and maybe even looking to feel empowered, looking to feel positive, looking to feel good. You know, and I don't, and it's interesting because I feel like there's a lot going on between you and other people, because we also see the Hermit in this day. Like the Hermit with the Page of Wands is like, oh, okay. But, you know, let's get to what's underneath the deck before we even continue on with the energies, because I feel like it's going to be important for you, for some people. The Nine of Wands, the Nine of Swords, the Four of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, and the Eight of Pentacles. I feel like this is, you know, if you've been going through challenges in money, with money or with jobs, that kind of thing, and, you know, it's kind of been taking a long time, I feel like Spirit's telling you to just hold on a little bit longer, because they're bringing something to you. They're bringing something to you. The Four of Pentacles to the Eight of Pentacles is amazing. I mean, think about like the big leap. It's like the Knight of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, and the Eight of Pentacles. They want you to stop worrying. Like, all your hard work is going to pay off. And so you don't, I mean, it's definitely, it's like everything you've been doing in terms of maybe even learning how to be better with money, you know, and saving money and working on your spending is really going to pay off for you. And even though it's hard, you know, really just kind of hang in there. You know, if you've been looking for a new job, that is definitely coming. If that's why you've been, like, the Eight of Pentacles, it's like, no matter what you're working on, when it comes to practical matters, earthly matters, like money, jobs, your own business, your health, whatever it is that you've been working on and putting the work into, you may not be seeing results currently, but the results are coming. And it's going to come, it goes from a 4 to an 8. So you're kind of bypassing a lot of things, you know? And so I feel like this is all you. This isn't you getting this from someone else. This is all you. If you're looking for a new job and you've been kind of, you know, concerned about money and all of that, that is coming. If you know, whatever it is that you've been working on is about to see a huge improvement, because you're jumping energies. Like, amen, amen. I just want to say that. I just want to say it. And it's interesting because you have Metamorphosis Mirage, which is, you know, that's the in-between, you know, and it's about butterflies too. I don't know. There's so many signs of things. Like, I feel like you're being very patient because you know that change is coming. But there is something, like like you're not in this state of healing. It's kind of this, I'm just waiting for stuff to happen. Right? Or not even waiting. It's like, just doing whatever it is to feel good while it does. And I feel like there might be some change in terms of connections as well. You know, because you are actually not holding back. You're showing up. So interesting. So what's going on around you is, I mean, it feels like there's love here showing up. I feel like someone is expressing love to you and you're not expecting it. Like they're showing up for you in some way. And it's kind of like, it's weird, right? Because we see clock here, long, slow, sluggish. You're just kind of going on with the rhythm of your life, right? Just going through the motions, just doing whatever. So I do think that whatever this love is being shown to you, it could just be someone showing you some sort of act of kindness, you know, like a compliment, or, you know, it could be they're standing up for you in some way because there's protective energy here. But I feel like it's very surprising to you. It is something, especially because the day actually seems kind of monotonous. You're just kind of going with whatever, you know, and this does break you free from something that wasn't great. Some anxiety, pain, discomfort. Like I think someone is showing up for you in like a difficult situation. Oh boy, that's interesting. Okay, Sagittarius. So your sign here today is Firefly. So if you see fireflies, it's basically telling you that even during this time in which maybe you feel like you're in a limbo or just waiting for things to happen, because, you know, even pendulum is kind of saying, being in that energy, take the time to entertain a sense of wonder. Like try something new, do something creative that you haven't done before. Something that would inspire the inner child in you. And you know how when you're a kid and everything, new things are so exciting. Like, wow, here's a new box. Kids love the simplest things. And I feel like that is something that, you know, as adults, we kind of lose our sense of wonder. So you're really being called to do something creative to inspire that in you again, because maybe that's how you attract magical things to you. You know, by being amazed by things. You know, I hate that we lose that when we grow up. And I think it's just because we have so many responsibilities and, you know, but I feel like you're really being called to do something that, you know, restores that sense of awe, you know? And new things do that, Sag. I love that. So in terms of what kind of day it is, yeah, I feel like you're coming, you might want, it's interesting. Because you're showing up, I mean, you definitely want peace. The Hermit wants peace and usually kind of isolates himself from others to get answers. But since you're carrying the Star here, I think you may have the answers. You know, the Two of Cups is here with the Page of Wands. So you may be getting to know new people. You may be getting to know someone specific who is younger, but I really feel like you're opening up to a sense of adventure, especially, and you may be encountering other people who also do. So you definitely are open to new connections, and maybe you're talking to a lot of people today, Sag, that you wouldn't normally, or you didn't. in the past. And I do feel like this is affecting connection for you today. Because I just feel like there's a lot going on in terms of connecting with others, talking with others. Maybe even really getting out of your comfort zone in some way. You know, for me, that's the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is new roads, new experiences. And I just kind of feel like, you know, with the Hermit, you leave things behind about the past, right? So I just kind of feel like that might be you. Really connecting with different kinds of people you wouldn't normally connect with. And it does make you feel this wonder, I think. Interesting. I actually love it, to be honest. And these could be people younger than you, for sure. I kind of, it feels, you know, because the full moon is like, it's in completion, right? And it's in 29 degrees, which is, you know, kind of ending. You know, it's bringing completion in things. You know, and I just kind of feel like part of ending stagnation in your life, right? I feel like you're walking away from things, but not the things you think about. Like, not what you would normally think. Like, when we say walking away, a lot of the times we're talking about walking away from people, but I don't think that's what it is, Sag. I don't think you're walking away from people. I feel like you're walking away from a way of being. A way of being that kept you stuck, that didn't work for you. Maybe that's even a way of thinking. You know, because with the Five of Swords, we kind of are feeling defeated, feeling let down. You know, even like, is it my fault? You know, I just feel like the universe wants you to see with the Seven of Pentacles what the delay has been all about. You know, and I feel like you're walking away from a mindset, to be honest. I really do, because there's only one person here. I mean, there are other people there. There are. You are kind of protecting yourself a little bit. You know, and with the Eight of Cups, we are walking away from things that don't serve us, and sometimes while we love them. But you may be walking away from a pattern when in the heart space that has needed to be walked away from. And I feel like part of it might be how you think of yourself. You know, like specifically negative self-talk, honestly. Or feeling like you haven't accomplished enough. You know, I kind of feel like you're taking a look around and seeing all that you do have. I mean, I do feel like you're not being overly focused on what you don't have. You know, so it's a very interesting energy here for me. And you make of that what you will. It could be that you're walking away from things that don't work. Or maybe you're just figuring things out. Like figuring out what doesn't work. You know, because a lot of times with Sagittarius, we stay too long. That's definitely a thing. I mean, and you look a little battle weary, Sag. You look a little battle weary. And I do feel from this that you just want to feel good. And you don't want discord, conflict. I kind of feel like you're in this state of, I've done all I can. I'm not engaging in that anymore. Interesting. Okay. And a little confusing. So what's supporting you is the Page of Swords, the King of Cups, and the Knight of Wands. I mean, I did feel when these cards came out that this was a person. Because we are seeing the King and Queen of Cups. I do feel like this is a person who wants to get to know you, who wants to experience some things with you. The Knight of Wands, does that mean they just want physical things from you? I don't know, Sag. But this is definitely someone who feels passionate, probably, about you. Maybe they want to travel with you. Maybe they want to just have experiences with you. You know, and it's really interesting because I feel like I'm not sure how you feel about it. Like, it's really funny because you would make a good couple. Because you show up as the Queen of Cups here. I feel like you maybe feel like it's, you know, that you need to concentrate on other things, that it's not really the time for you, you know. But what's interesting is you may feel that way, but you're the King and Queen of Cups. Like, that's the weird thing. And that's something you should definitely think about if this, you know, comes towards you, is that this is your match. You know, this is your match. I don't know. I do feel like you probably, this person does elicit feelings from you. And probably scares you a little. Maybe that's why you don't feel like it's the right time. Like, because I feel like in some way they trigger some wound. And people who scare us, you know what? I don't know, Sag. So on the bottom, the Six of Swords, the Nine of Cups, the Lovers. Oh my goodness. And the Magician. I feel, this does feel, first of all, there's never a right time. Can I just say that? There is absolutely, like, I met my second husband while I was going through the worst time in my life. You know, so, you know, if you're thinking that, and you're thinking you got enough problems, this is not a good time for me, there's never a good time, Sag. I mean, I do see, like, you focused on, you know, for some of you, maybe you're in the middle of a move, right? But it's kind of like you're in the middle of a transition in your life and trying to really do for yourself. So this is very unexpected. But you kind of asked for it in a way. And that's the thing, Sag. I mean, I feel like you're fighting it. But you asked for it too, on some level. You know, and the truth is like the more that we feed our own happiness, the more we manifest love in. You know, we call it to us with that energy. And believe it or not, it's like, on some level, you're calling this in. And fighting it at the same time. Wheel of Fortune, the Star, the Ten of Wands. I feel like for you, you feel like, you know, yeah, I really feel this. You know, I'm even, like, on one hand, you want this, but you're fighting it because you're trying to get past a time in your life in which things are changing and you kind of don't want to hand your power over to someone else. Maybe you also don't want to include them because there's something that causes like Five of Wands energy. I feel like there may be another person in your energy who becomes jealous about it. But it really feels like you're really focus on change in your life. And for you, there's something about you not feeling like it's the right time. That's really all I can say about this, Sag. But I'm not so sure that that's what it's about. You know, we ask, sometimes when we get what we ask for, you know, yeah, like Page of Cups and the Queen of Swords. The Nine of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles. There's another person. Unless that's you, Sag. I don't know if maybe you don't feel like this King of Cups is stable enough. And you know, it's interesting because I'm not so sure that you're making the decision from the heart. I kind of feel too, like, you might really be judging this King of Cups. I'm just saying. Like, because I kind of feel like you might have feelings for this person, but you also are judging this person in terms of stability, like feeling like they're not like relationship material or marriage material. Maybe they don't, you know, and you're like, I'll just stay single until I find, maybe this is about stability and security for you. There's something about, I feel like this King of Cups stirs a lot in you, and I feel like it also causes a lot of fear, a lot of talk within yourself, a lot of convincing yourself. Like you go overly into convincing yourself that they're not the one for you. It's not the right time. So that would really say to me that, you know, that energy of who you're trying to convince and why. Why? I feel like this person really affects you, though. I said what I said. I know there's like no like real conclusion to that, except, you know, maybe question why you're so tweaked like that. You know what I mean? Is it coming from a place of fear, or, you know, is this person not the right person for you? Because it feels like you come up with a lot of excuses to not pursue it, even though you are very well matched. Very well matched. So I will be looking at that in the extended. Wow, Sag. Sometimes we are the runner. So let's see what you need to keep in mind. What does Sagittarius need to keep in mind? Okie dokie. Conscious focus. What I focus on, I attract more of. Starting with today, I will be more conscious of what I spend time thinking about. I will do more of the things that bring me joy and see as more of these things begin to flow in my life. That's true. What you focus on, you attract. So let's see, what's the mantra? What is the mantra for Sagittarius? What is the mantra for Sagittarius? Oh. I celebrate my progress. I celebrate my progress. Oh my gosh, it's like I couldn't get the word out. Awareness, not perfection, is the goal. Yay. Okay, Sagittarius. So we have enough. We're going to look at the King and Queen of Pentacles. See what has you so freaked out. And this surprise. This might be the surprising love. But we will see. So hopefully I'll see you there. If not, have the best day ever. Toodles.